Hello, peoples. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're doing a food review for you. And today, we're doing something very different, which I think I came out in tops with. I got 2 cheeseburgers and 1 hamburger for a low price of $5. And to them, I added bacon on two cheeseburgers, and also I've ordered 3 hash browns to pimp these burgers up. So all in all, it cost me $18 to pimp it, but the actual burgers cost me only $5. So playing around with the deal, I pulled it off. I'm amazed. So, what do we got here? 1 grilled slip. What earth is that? That's the cheeseburgers in there. And another cheeseburger. And that's a cheeseburger with a rash. That's a hamburger, that second one was. And the first one was a cheeseburger. So these 2 are cheeseburgers, and that is a hamburger. Not very big, that's why I'm going to pimp them, right? There's the whole point behind it. One of which, so let's get started. So where do I start? Well, first off, the cheeseburger with a rash, well, a hash brown, sorry. That's also got bacon in it, oddly enough, cooked, and with some onions and cheese. Woohoo! So that's set aside for the moment. And the other one, the other cheeseburger, same deal. Bacon, not so many onions, and then the cheese and a gherkin with some sauce. Both exactly the same. So now the idea behind this is to pimp them. So to fill them out, I get a hash brown. And these are very oily, by the way. But, of course, it's stuck to the packet. Good on you, McDonald's. So, and then I put the hash brown in the middle, and then I give this one to my wife, make her happy. And that's a hamburger. So then I want this one. I'm going to do the same thing too. Put it there. I'll get my hash brown. See if that's stuck. See, it's stuck. Good on you, McDonald's. The hash brown stuck to the paper bag. Why there's always some drama with these fast food people? Anyway, so in she goes. So again, as you can see, a bit fiddly, but hey. Right, there's the hash brown, the patty, and the gherkin, only 1 gherkin, and a ring of tomato sauce. So, let's see what it tastes like. Not too bad. It's hasn't got the Hungry Jinx sauce flood. It's not messy to eat. Not too bad. burger's a little on the dry side. But 3 burgers for $5, you can't argue. And the hash browns, 3 hash browns was $9, and I'll put the receipt up on the screen at some point, or the invoice as they call it. And each, so it was 2 pieces of bacon, so it was $2 each. 3 hash browns was $9, and yeah. Not too shabby. I'm going to leave you alone for a moment, and I'm going to go off and finish this. Then I'll come back and we'll continue on. So, I finished that off. That was a nice burger. Wasn't a super spreader. Hash brown in it, and the cheeseburger made a bit of a huge difference. Hash browns were a bit on the oily side, but they were crispy, but they were like sponges with the oil. So, and I've asked my wife what she thought of hers. What did you think of your cheeseburger with a hash brown?
It was so yummy.
And bacon. So it's a hash brown and bacon was an addition. They normally come with mustard, so I decided not to have mustard. So, next one we're going to move to, out of this trio, is the Hamburger burger. Hamburger burger, which is, on its own, it's not much. It's not much. It's just a hamburger with some onions, which are put there by afterthought by the looks of it, tomato sauce, and I've got 2 gherkins on this. Woo! How do I manage that? Lucky me. McDonald's, you've forgotten yourself. So with this one, she also is going to get treated with a hash brown. And I'll put that in there. I better get it out of this paper bag before, because they stick. Yep, this one's stuck too. Not as bad as the others, but nonetheless, it's stuck. And because I'm such a nice guy, I'm going to share this with my wife, because it was in the deal. There was 3 burgers. And that's her half. So put that in there. There you go. It's not much of a burger. It's a cheap meal. But back. Yeah, there's a cross section of the hamburger burger, which is just a hamburger. Plain, simple, straightforward. 1 hash brown. I put a hash brown in it. It's got 1 piece of patty in it, and had 2 gherkins, which one is on my wife's one. So anyway, let's give this a test. Well, the patty's fine. So is the hash brown. Still a bit oily, but who's complaining? I mean, after all, 3 burgers only cost me $5, but I decided to upgrade it, so therefore it cost me $18 with 2 pieces of bacon and 3 hash browns. But that's a nice moorish. That's a nice moorish hamburger, as was the cheeseburger, which is pimped. This has been pimped too. Apparently they wouldn't allow me to put bacon on this one as well, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So that said, it's so unusual for me to speak of Macca's in a positive light. Very unusual. Trust me, it's not the norm. Huh. Well, now, just going to wash it down a little bit. The Coke, by the way, was not in it. That came from Coles. It's from our stock back home. So, for this trilogy of burgers, 2 cheeseburgers, pimped with bacon and hash brown, and a plain hamburger. I think it's a kiddie's hamburger, to be honest, with a hash brown in it to pimp it up. Wasn't a bad deal, $18 all in all. May not need to have the hash browns put in. I think having a bacon would have sufficed, but especially with the cheeseburgers, they're fine. Plain, simple, straightforward. So, well, I've got to say, now I did say I don't say very much in a positive sense for McDonald's, because they've screwed up so many times in the past, especially the one we went to today. However, it was having problems with their app. It wouldn't let me put it to the bag. As it turns out, not because I didn't read it properly, but the 3 burgers on offer for $5.95. So in actual fact, I've got a bit cheaper than that. So there were 3 burgers. The third one I couldn't see because it was off the screen on my phone, given the fact that it's a postage stamp. Found it. I'll put it in the camera bag. So as you can see, it's a postage stamp. So the third burger wasn't on the screen, and it wouldn't let me put it to the bag because you're supposed to order the 3 burgers. I didn't know that. But anyway, they resolved it at McDonald's. So, well, how am I going to rate this? I'm going to be kind, because it wasn't too bad. I think each burger, all 3 of them, but each one got a 4 out of 5. Overall product, it's a 5. It was quick, simple, cheap, inexpensive, and it certainly filled me. Don't know about your wife. What did you think about the hamburger?
It's really tastes a bit yummy.
Oh, it's yummy. Yeah, all the patties were nice and moist. They weren't dry like they normally can be. So anyway, I stand by what I said. 4 out of 5 for each of the burgers, mainly because of its price, and even though I felt that I had to pimp them up, I'll still give it 4 out of 5. Overall, across the board, for all 3 of them, it was an idea put together and it worked out, so therefore I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 for that. But I do implore you to keep an eye on the Macca's app for all their specials that keep coming out, because the one I used today disappeared off my screen for accessibility the moment I walked outside and got into a car, because I went to get a picture of it, screenshot. It's gone. It expired today. But there are replacement specials there. It's a matter of manipulating to suit your pocket and your needs. So on that note, please don't forget, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and share this video with family and friends and people you think you may think would be interested in it. And you take care, be safe, it's important that you get back to the channel all in one piece to watch future videos on this channel. So in the meantime, stay safe. See you soon. Bye.